Hello students, today we will discuss section A. According to paper pattern we will start our revision essay 1. तो सबसे पहले देखिए हमारा सेक्शन ए में है प्रोज कॉम्प्रिहेंशन जो हमारे लेसन से आएंगे। उसके बाद फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स वोकेबलरी एंड क्वेश्चन आंसर जो हमारे प्रोज हॉर्नबिल बुक से है। तो इस बार हमारे कितने 4 चैप्टर आ रहे हैं। फर्स्ट द पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ ए लेडी, वी आर नॉट अफ्रेड टू डाई, if we can all be together, and third discover that, and fourth landscape of the shore. So in this video we will read chapter first and chapter second question answer. तो चैप्टर फर्स्ट है द पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ ए लेडी। अब हम इसके क्वेश्चन आंसर है वो करते हैं। अगर लेसन में से जो टेक्स्ट के क्वेश्चन है वो आपको करने हैं, इट मीन्स पूरा टेक्स्ट है वो अच्छे से रीड करना है ताकि कोई क्वेश्चन रह ना जाए। तो क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट है द 3 फेज ऑफ द ऑथर्स रिलेशनशिप विद हिज ग्रैंड मदर बिफोर ही लेफ्ट द कंट्री टू स्टडी अब्रॉड। आंसर द relationship of the author with his grandmother can be categorized in 3 phases. Categorized in 3 phases, namely in the village, in the city, while he understands music lessons. In the village, since he was young, she took care of all his require, requirements, beginning with walking him up early morning, the got him ready for school after providing him breakfast. She escorted him to the school which was attached to the village temple. While the author studied, she sat in the temple reading her scriptures. After school, she brought him back home, but on the way, she fed the village dogs with the leftover stale chapatis. The second phase deals with their relationship in the city, where the author has joined an English school. She has now discontinued to escort him to the school as he goes to the school in motor bus. She is unable to help him in his study. Also, learning music at school forms to be the third phase of their relationship. The knowledge of his learning music shocks her. According to her, music is meant for people belonging to the lower category, such as beggars and harlots. Time has now come where she rarely spoke to the author. Question 2. 3 reasons why the author's grandmother was disturbed when he started going to the city. Answer. Going to the city affected her routine of being of some help to the author. He is going to the school in motor bus, and she not being able to accompany him disturbed her. As time passed, they saw less of each other. On returning from the school one day, she learned from the author that he was taught several laws based on science. This made her unhappy as she could not help him with his lesson. The fact was nothing about God was taught in the school disturbed her more. The most shocking aspect was the teaching of music in the school. According to her, music was meant for the people belonging to lower categories, which as beggars and prostitutes are not the gentle folk. Though she said nothing, her silence clearly displayed disapproval. After this incident occurred, she rarely spoke to the author. Question third है 3 ways in which the author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up. Answer. The author's parents were comfortably settled in the city and they sent for him. This was the turning point in the relationship between him and his grandmother. In the village, she used to feed the dogs, but now, since there were no dogs in the city, she took to feeding the sparrows in the courtyard with crumbs of bread. When the author went to the university, he was given a room for himself. Their friendship was snapped, but she accepted being alone without any question. She rarely left her spinning wheel and reciting of prayers. Feeding of sparrows was the happiest half hour of her day. Hundreds of little birds collected around her, creating a lot of noise. Some of them perched on her legs, the other on her shoulder, some even sat on her head, but she never chased them away when she was alone. Her fingers were always busy with her rosary and lips moved in the prayers. Question 4. The odd way in which the author's grandmother behaved just before she died. In the evening of the first day of his arrival, grandmother began to behave in a very strange way. She gathered the women of her neighborhood, got hold of an old drum, and playing on it, she began to sing in spite of people telling her not to overstrain. For the first time, the author noticed that she did not pray. Next morning, she was taken ill, though the doctor announced that it was mild fever. She told that her end was near. She did not waste her time talking to anyone. She lay peacefully in her bed, praying and telling her beads even before they could say something. Her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless finger. A peaceful paleness spread over her face. They knew that she had died. Question 5th. The way in which the sparrow expressed their sorrow when the author's grandmother died. In the city, grandmother had taken to feed the sparrows. Hundreds of little birds collected around her, some perched on her legs, while other on her shoulder, some even sat on her head. This used to be the happiest half an hour of the day for her. When grandmother died and was to be taken to the cemeteries, thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. There was no chirping. The author and other feel sorry for the birds. His mother fetched some bread for him, breaking it into little crumbs. She threw them to the sparrows, but the sparrow took not notice of the bread. When grandmother's dead body was carried away, the sparrow flew away quietly. In this was the sparrow expressed their sorrow. Chapter 1 is completed. Now we will discuss chapter 2. Chapter 2. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. Question first. List the steps taken by the captain first to protect the ship when rough weather began. Answer. Gordon Cook set sail in 1976. He had built for himself a huge boat and called it Wave Walker. The journey was to be 2,55,000 kilometers on 2nd of January 1977, while they were in the South Indian Ocean about 3,500 kilometers from Cape Town. The weather suddenly became terrible. The sea became stormy. The ship was caught in the stormy sea. It rose to the top of each wave. The captain had taken various steps to protect themselves from the fury of the storm. First of all, he had dropped down to jib small sail to slow down the speed. He secures everything tightly with ropes. He attached lifelines to the life rafts. Then he made everyone to put on their oilskins and life jackets. These precautionary measures later proved to be insufficient to check the flooding of the water in the ship. At 6 p.m. on 2nd January 1977, it appeared that the storm had calmed down, the wind stopped blowing, and the sky grew dark. A roaring sound was heard, a huge cloud was seen closing on the ship. But the cloud turns out to be a huge wave. By this time, it approached the ship. The roaring transformed into a author. The torrent of water exploded on the deck. There was water everywhere on the ship. It had entered the lower parts of the ship. The captain went down to find Lars and Hub trying to pump out the water. He plugged the big hole from where the water was gushings in the debris floating around the cabins and blocked and hand pumps. Only one electric pump was working order. He connected it to all out pipe and start working with these efforts. He was able to check the floating of water in the ship. Question 2. Describe the mental condition of the voice of journey for fourth and fifth. Frustration was written in the bold letters on the faces of the voice. Ceaseless efforts had brought very little relief to them, but they did not lose hope. They had been pumping out of accumulated water for the last 34 hours. A few centimeters of water was still left because the strong wind. No sail could be put on the main mast. If they did, the presence could further damage the ship. So they hoisted only the storm jib. They tried to head towards the direction of the two islands. That day they had their first meal in the almost 2 days. On the January 5th, the situation became worse. The weather was horrible. Frustrations was dominated. Gordon Cook went to comfort the children. John asked him, Father, if they were going to die. John told him, if they could be together, they were not afraid to death. The following day, the wave walker had overcome the storm. The wind had eased. Hopes of survival were revived. Question 3. Describe the shift. First, planning the voyage. Gordon Cook had taken his inspirations of round the world voyage from Captain James Cook, who had completed this feat 200 years before. To fulfill his dream, Gordon Cook had spent 16 years on sharpening his seafaring skill. He had built a wooden boat, Wave Walker, which was 23 meters weight, 30 tons. He had spent months fitting and testing it in the roughest weather they could find. They had planned a voyage which would last 3 years and cover a distance of 3,55,000 kilometers. Second, the Christmas tree. Gordon Cooks, along with his family and two crewmen, set sail in July 1976 from Plymouth, England. The first part of the journey passed pleasantly. They had sailed down to Cape Town. They were now entering the roughest sea. It was Southern India Ocean. At that time, weather was very bad. They had a Christmas tree and celebration Christmas in the wonderful day. Last, the storms storm scene बताना है. On January 2nd, 1977, there were huge waves. Work could put up only small sails in front of their ship. They secured everything tightly with rope. At 6 p.m., huge waves had hit the boat. On the ship, the water rushed in everywhere. Pumps had stopped working. One electric pump was a working order. There was no response to the radio message sent by them for help. On January 6, the wave walker came out of the storm at 6 p.m. A complete outline of the island Amsterdam was seen by them. तो स्टूडेंट, हमारा यहाँ पे फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड चैप्टर के क्वेश्चन आंसर है वो कंप्लीट होते हैं. ऑल क्वेश्चन आंसर इज़ राइट इन योर नोटबुक एंड लर्न ऑल्सो. और अगर किसी बच्चे ने पहले नहीं लिखा है तो वो रिवीजन से अपने एग्ज़ाम का प्रिपरेशन कर सकता है. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, थैंक यू.